Spoiler alert, big change is coming, but it may not be what you think it is. It might be more of an attitude adjustment. So come on and let's dig down in it and see what we got going on. As far as the market snapshot goes, basically, things in October, November have been very similar. So the median price in the Bexar County area, which covers San Antonio and the surrounding areas, is still running at $295 with about a 0.6% increase. That's overall. Because the actual average price, according to Zillow, is at $255,000, which is down 3.3%. So that's a bit of a drop. Mortgage rates, however, are running anywhere from 6.1 to 6.5%. Mostly the FHA and VA loans have those better rates. That's on a 30-year fixed mortgage. There are some different type of loans you can get, but that's for your average buyer with the mortgage lender. The new listings, as far as October goes, we had almost 2,400 new homes come on market just in October alone. That's because the feds had that little rate drop, which really didn't do anything because it bounced right back because they weren't sure. And actually, we've just had a 1/4 point drop here in December. So they're kind of waiting to see what happens until the job report comes back. The investors are a little leery. So hopefully around December 19th, 20th, we'll be able to feel that rate change with the lenders. So prices are pretty much flat and declining modestly. So the big boom of COVID is long gone over, and many things went with it. Some of the metrics show that we're slightly down. Seems like each month we go a little bit further down in pricing. However, even though the prices are kind of going down a little bit, the rates are remaining about the same. So the interest rates are staying stable. They're not really dropping much, but they're not as high as they were at one point, but they're nowhere near as low as they were. So some of the big change possibilities are the sellers. Listen up. You are going to face more competition with more homes on market, with pricing, much more competitive pricing, longer time on market, and the condition of the home. So the home needs to be in really good shape and look really good if you want to sell it. Now the next thing is for the buyers. The buyers right now have more leverage. They really do. But waiting too long might not have as much. So there's a timing on this. Boomers, if you're considering selling and downsizing, now might be the time. But you've got to be strategic about what you do. Keep watching to the very end, and I'm going to give you a tool that's going to help you decide, should I stay, should I sell, or make some other kind of change. So what should I do? Hold on to your home and optimize your position, so staying in it longer. So your payment's affordable the way it is. The market should become stable after the cooling off period. Once it finishes cooling off, it'll stabilize. And if you don't need to liquidate or move, then you just hold. Why this works? Historically, over time, a home will gain value. So you are going to get value over time. You just got to have the right timing. So real estate is valuable over time. So just keep up with the home and keep it, updated so that when you're ready to sell, it is updated. That adds a lot of value. And then you avoid transaction costs, commissions, all those things that come into selling a home, so you don't have to put out that extra money. Scenario number 2 would be to sell your home. That's a smart move when it fits your reality. Okay, if it doesn't, it doesn't. But if it does, and sometimes you've got to, because you've got to move for work or family or downsize or upsize, all different kinds of reasons people move. You're relocating 50 to 100 miles away. That's too far to drive every day to work. And, sometimes the home that you've got now doesn't fit your lifestyle anymore. You may have had a divorce or a breakup, or the family grow up and go off to college. The kids go off to college. So there's all different kind of scenarios where you might have this big house and now you need to downsize to something smaller or something more manageable because you used to be able to take care of it. Now you really can't. So those things all come into play. Also the payments. So just because you downsize doesn't mean your payment's going to get smaller right now. And sometimes you sell a home and you've made enough in it to downsize to a smaller home. So you're able to pay for that with cash. So that's also another avenue that some people are doing as well. And then you don't have all the overhead costs involved with the landscaping and all the utilities and things like that. So this can work and solve lifestyle problems, location problems, growth or reduction in growth problems. So selling is also another avenue. Whereas scenario 3 is change, meaning to restructure without selling. So you might remodel your home. You might add a room on there, or you might get a roommate, or you might Airbnb or lease your house out and move into a smaller place. So if you need to restructure your home, you can do all kinds of different loans to get money out to do improvements in the home, or you can pull some of your equity out to purchase another home, and maybe you'll rent this one out or let it sit on the market while you purchase the new home. So there's a variety of things that you can do that will fit whatever your life situation is. So if you got any questions or need any assistance, go ahead and hit subscribe or contact me below. Thank you.